So, Rockstar is bringing LA Noire to the PS4, Xbox One, and most importantly, I think, the Switch.
Most importantly.
Them bringing it to the PS4 and the Xbox One is, frankly, not at all interesting to me. Ports of games from, say, the PS2 and the Xbox era, to me, are interesting because it keeps these games on the market and available for people to play. It's part of preservation of games. Okay,
sure, and there could be some nice updates to them.
Right, and that's always nice too. You get some, fidelity upgrades, but it keeps these games available for people to play, especially as backwards compatibility becomes something that is not possible. They don't want to do, but I mean, really, we are getting to the point where, as much as people complain about it, in some instances, it's becoming a technical impossibility. But honestly, LA Noire, and I mean, it was released last generation. I don't know.
2011.
Yeah, and sure, it would be nice. I think. I mean, you loved the game, to play it again in, for some people in a nicer graphical setting with some extras. But I'm not so sure that we need that. I mean, we need that re-release. I think people with PS4s and Xbox Ones would rather see maybe a sequel. What's interesting is it coming to the Switch, and why that's interesting is it's third-party support. It's more third-party support for the Switch. What we're seeing is Rockstar Games offering third-party support for the Switch. Now, right now, it's just in the form of a re-release, but if this game does well on the Switch, well, Rockstar is one of the big publishers. That could be huge. That's Grand Theft Auto.
This is the biggest third-party developer I think they could possibly get. I think if you had to pick one to go over to the Switch, this to me would be the most impactful one off the bat. If I had to pick one that is currently not on it, in my opinion.
Sure. Yes.
So there's first, before we get into the impact, what I like about this re-release, and this is the one thing that pissed me the fuck off, this more than any other fucking game when it came out had different mission packs that were exclusive, whether you pre-ordered it at GameStop, Walmart, Target, and there might have been I think Toys R Us.
I thought there was a Best Buy one too.
There was at least 4 different exclusive missions that you could only play if you. So I was like, holy shit! Do I get the traffic pack, or I get the that one, or I get that? Like, so I had to pick. Oh, maybe traffic. So I've never played all the missions. So this is going to have everything, all the extra missions. So of course, is this a perfect game? No, but it took chances, it took risks. We haven't seen a game like it afterwards with this much acting and basically having a reason for acting that instilled in the player choices. Where it's like, oh, I got to try to read people and talk to them, and yeah, you can solve almost every mission multiple ways, even if you fucked up. I get it. It was still a cool idea. It was cool to have a GTA type game in 1947 LA. So yeah, this is definitely Rockstar dipping their toe in the water.
And if it does well,
dipping their toe in the water.
Oh Jesus, get your foot down.
And this isn't a big risk of Rockstar to do this.
No. So
you can make the argument that, well, if this was an all-new game, there's no way they would do it. But that's why I love this, because I'm definitely going to get a game on here that, at least, okay, I love this because this is a game that you wouldn't, the Switch wouldn't get otherwise, but it's also a game the Switch probably needs to give it a boost as well. This is like the adult game on the kiddie console that's coming out November 14th. And then, of course, like you said, maybe that means maybe there'll be a re-release of GTA 5 and maybe they can get that onto the Switch.
And, it might not, not be the PS4 or the Xbox One version, but something in between. Yeah. Because, this was running on Xbox 360 and PS3. They can get that running on the Switch. And people forget, it's just another re-release. Well, for a lot of people, there's a lot of attractiveness to being able to take that on the go.
If I haven't played it, it's new to me.
Right. And you get the portability and also the ability to play it on the TV screen. So I think for a lot of people, even just the ability to have something like LA Noire, or the potential to have something like GTA 5 on the go is enough to get them excited.
Yeah, so if GTA 5 ran fine in the 360, obviously it didn't look as good as the Xbox One.
Yeah, but that's the version. I mean, that was that.
But
No
I'm
one
saying-
knew it was coming out for the Xbox One at the
But
time.
that's
and that
my
was
point,
the version
though.
that was critically acclaimed.
If we got something that looked as good as the 360 version of GTA 5 on the Switch, that's a game changer. Because then all of a sudden, this is not just, oh, we have the Legend of Zelda open world. Now we can do open world stuff. Maybe it doesn't look as shiny as the PS4 or the Scorpio or whatever the hell else, but at least you got it. Right. You know, at least you fucking got it. And then maybe that means then when the next Red Dead game comes out, yeah, it won't look as nice. Maybe the frame rate will drop to 30, but at least you fucking got it on a portable. And then Nintendo wins.
And then I think, just to go back to it, unlike the Wii U, where, you know, if Nintendo had gotten a game on the Wii U that was also on the PS3 or the Xbox 360, I mean, that's not exactly right because that also could have been the Wii. Anyways, and they had compared it, and these were just home consoles, then people would not have seen any benefit necessarily to having that game on the Wii U necessarily. But because of the nature of the Switch, how it works, the fact that you can do the multiplayer, the fact that you can do the portability, then I think these things like slight graphical downgrades and things like that aren't going to matter as much to people because of what you can do with the Switch.
Sure. I was trying to think about, what if they re-released GTA 5 and did something with the second player? I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Who knows? You know, I just think
there's multiplayer in GTA 5, so technically you could do link up with two Switches and just do local multiplayer and stuff.
Oh, there you go.
That.
You're thinking you're doing Rockstar's marketing for them. So again, I think this is great news. So I almost on principle have to buy this on the Switch again because I want to fucking pre-order it at 4 different locations to play all the missions. But like I said, if you get a GTA 5 re-release or you get the next Red Dead game somehow on the Switch, maybe that won't be as likely, but who knows? I don't know. I think then Nintendo's where they're going to be, where I thought they would have been with the Wii U, but never ended up. 5 years later.
Right.
So there you go.